Well, the roof is closed for comfort as we get set to bring you from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the American League's Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Robbie Ray is quietly developing into one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Unfortunately, he gets lost in the shadow because of guys like Clayton Kershaw and Rich Hill. Big arm from Robbie Ray. Not a real big guy, but 95 to 97, good hard slider. His changeup has gotten better, and you'll know if he's on early because you'll see lots of swings and misses. This guy can rack up the strikeouts.
The 1-1. To 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Med fields it cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, look out for Josh Reddick. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve, the reigning batting champion in the American League.
Let's go, D-backs!
One out, nobody on. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Batting third.
Here's Carlos Correa now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Justin Verlander, former Cy Young Award winner. He's done just about everything you could do as a starting pitcher. At one time, might have had the best and biggest arm in the game of baseball. Consistently 94 to 97 miles an hour. Really good overhand curveball. Has the slider, has the changeup. Usually you'll know of Justin Verlander early. If he gets through the first couple innings, 1, 2, 3, he's going to be tough to beat.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. His line against Justin Verlander, he's hitless in 6 tries. The 2-1 on its way. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. This guy won the National League Silver Slugger last year. You think about all the first basemen in the league that could swing the bat well and hit home runs, but he was at the top of the heap. I love watching him swing.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Curveball grounded towards second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Up next for Arizona, Paul Goldschmidt. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses 2-1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Batty, you can't fold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Stepping in is Josh Reddick.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
The 1-1 home. Fouled away. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2 locks him up for strike 3.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Count remains 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Gurriel leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Batting 7, the left fielder, number 9.
Coming to the plate now, Marwin Gonzalez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This one's flared toward left center. DYSON moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in, and he's safe. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box, Brian McCann. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 35.
Next up for the Astros, Justin Verlander. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Runners on first and third, 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes to the Astros pitcher.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that, the inning comes to a close. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. On now to the bottom of the second. Houston leads this one 1-0. Stepping up now, Daniel Descalso, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Descalso behind 1 and 2.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now another 1-2. And another foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
Standing in, Alex Avila. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Left center, base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Now batting, Nick Ahmed. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Reddick coming on. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. Gurriel waits on it. 2 gone.
Batting 8,
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Robbie Ray. Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now. Avila leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Full count, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reddick is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for Arizona. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. Thanks again for joining us from inside the air-conditioned confines of Chase Field in Phoenix. Striding in once again, George Springer, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now, 3-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Ready for another chance. Jose Altuve. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Pollock has a read on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a ground ball to 3rd. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They lead it 1-0. Here's JARROD DYSON as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Digging in to try it again, David Peralta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Look into McCann, the 1-1.
2-1.
Missed with a slider.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Dyson off for second. Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. ripped down the first base line. One there. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
In now, Ketel Marte. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. It remains 1-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 3-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ahmed onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 10, Julian.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo homer for Yuli Gurriel, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman. Lays off 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Peralta on the move. And foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
DYSON moving in, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
How about it?
Digging in for his second at-bat, Marwin Gonzalez, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 2-1 home. Hit hard towards the hole. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Stepping in now, Brian McCann. 2-1. Gonzalez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Houston. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And this one is gone, a home run. A solo shot here to left as the Diamondbacks are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Into the box, Daniel Descalso. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Lays off again, ball 3. Alex Avila will be next. The 3-1. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Springer. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Up next for Arizona, Alex Avila. He reached on a single in his first try. 2 out, nobody on. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Lifted in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And the inning is over. 1 for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We played 4. It's the Astros 2 and the D-backs 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Verlander. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, George Springer. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 3-2 pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. On his way to second is Springer. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Stepping in now, Jose Altuve. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Boy, every pitcher needs a little bit of help. How about this? This infielder makes a terrific catch on this line drive, probably saving a run from scoring.
Digging in once again, Carlos Correa. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Nipped the corner. 2-2.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Houston as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Striding in, Nick Ahmed as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And it's fouled away. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Robbie Ray. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Now the 2-1 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there, and sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
So stepping in, JARROD DYSON, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ahmed, the runner at second with 1 away. Another full count offering on its way. Fouled off. Once again, a 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 3-2 one more time. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, David Peralta, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They still trail it here 2-1. Ready once again, Josh Reddick. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Bounce to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
First baseman number 10.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Count still at 1-2. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And then he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1-2-3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The 1-1 home is a bunt attempt, but he missed it.
1-2.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
The count now at 2-2. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Verlander deals the 3-2. And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in and looking for more, A.J. Pollock. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Goldschmidt leads off first with one away. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
The 1-2 lifted down the line in left. Gonzalez is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Daniel Descalso. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Arizona. They're down 2-1. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Fernando Salas is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57, Fernando Salas.
Marwin Gonzalez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. That's a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Into the box now, Brian McCann. And, oh, they won't let him walk that easily as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. In his career matchups with Fernando Salas, he's 1 for 3. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollock on the run. And that's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Justin Verlander. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. The Astros lead it 2-1. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Verlander deals the 3-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
In now, Nick Ahmed. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And now a toss to the pitcher, Verlander, for the out.
Now batter, pitcher.
Chris Owings will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 16, Chris Owings.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Softly hit out towards short, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around, as he holds on to a 2-1 advantage.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 66.
Here's George Springer. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ahmed ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Here's Carlos Correa now. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Popped him up. Marte is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They lead it 2-1. Chris Davinsky is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Digging in once again, JARROD. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's got to hurry, and there's one down now. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go David Peralta. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. One out, nobody on. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Into the box, Ketel Marte. And that one just missed outside. Peralta, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Two and two. The 2-2. Check swing grounder to the right side. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2 and 2. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the line at first. The second for one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. One hit's all they get. We've played 8 full. Astros lead this one 2-1. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. The 1-1 home. Count is 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yuli Gurriel. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
He's going.
1-1 home. He's running down the third baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Now the relay home. The tag by Avila. Too late. Safe at home plate.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Ground ball right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
I mean, you want to talk about doing your job and getting paid for it. There it is right there. Unselfish AB trying to work his guy from second to third. And, oh, what do you know? Not for yourself.
Here's MARWIN Gonzalez now. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Runners are at first and third with none out. The 2-2 one more time. And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Another full count pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll tack on the run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Archie Bradley enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. Brian McCann will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bregman stands at first with 1 out. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Evan Gattis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, Evan Gattis.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ken Giles takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
53, Ken Giles.
Striding in to start the 9th, Paul Goldschmidt, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
The 1-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Third baseman number 3, Daniel Descalso.
Digging in to try it again, Daniel Descalso. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Barring any late turnaround, this win would belong to Justin Verlander. Arizona down to its last strike. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Astros took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Justin Verlander is the winning pitcher of record. Robbie Ray pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network.